Hello and welcome to the Blackfencer channel. I'm here today to talk to you about this, the Blackfencer Sidesword Synthetic Waster version 4. We've had these swords for quite some time, we've done some sparring with them and we think they're great. Personally, I use them for capoeira practice, and although it isn't a rapier, it gets the job done. It's a cut and thrust sword, and for what it's made as a side sword, it's great, really. You can use it for Morozzo, for Maya's rapier, and or rapier, I don't really know how to pronounce that. It's really great. As for capoeira goes, I would go a bit easy on the thrust, because as you can see, it does flex, but you really have to push down it, and getting thrust with one of these is like getting hit with a rubber bullet. So that's my first, it's not criticism really, because it's not intended to be used as a rapier, but it is one of the issues, if you say, with these swords. They really do hit hard on the thrust, so be extra careful with that. As far as the sword goes, it has a 95cm blade, which, as I said, is not ideal for rapier, but it is ideal for side sword. The hilt is pretty large. You can fit a red dragon in there, which is what I usually use. I would recommend a heavy glove, so if you're using leather gloves, do be careful with them, because getting hit with these does hurt a little bit. As far as the rest goes, so pommel, it's a basic pommel, it's just slotted pin in there, so it's not going anywhere. You can't unscrew it, no matter how hard you try. About these V4 versions, they have a coating, which means they won't rust as easily as the previous ones would. So that's excellent, really. What else? So, as I said, 95cm blade, has an 8cm point of balance from the ricasso, from the quillons. So yeah, that's really it about this one right here. So we also did get this. I really like this one. It's the side sword custom type 2. Has a really large hilt. Almost, some people say it's comically large, but I like it because, as I said, I can fit my whole red dragon in here and without any issues. You've seen these in some of the videos. Again, it does put a little bit of a weight on the hilt, which gives more point control, which is frankly what I'd like for capoeira. However, it also compromises a bit of the cutting, really. So that's one of the other issues I have with this. Although it's not really an issue, because well, I do use it for rapier and not as a side sword. So take that with a grain of salt. What else? Well, I don't think there's... Oh yeah, forgot about this. The quillons. So if you're using these without gloves, the quillons at first will hurt quite a little bit, especially if you're using it just like this. So I'd recommend wearing gloves at all times, especially with the cord on the wrapping, because it can hurt a little bit, and until it gets softened, I would recommend using some sort of gloves, at least. If you're not using them for sparring at first, if you're using for sparring, then definitely use some heavier gloves on it. So the basic model weighs in at about 1 kilogram. And yeah, really not much to say about that right there. This one, the V2, however, weighs in at roughly, I'd say, 1200 grams. So a bit heavier as a result from the far more complex hilt we have here. So yeah, fantastic sword, a fantastic company, Blackfencer. They have excellent customer support, and only downside really is the waiting period, but that's the usual with these swords. And considering we don't have anything similar to a synthetic rapier, and frankly, not that I recall a synthetic side sword, these are actually excellent. So strongly recommend these if you're up for the wait and if you have the patience to wait for them. Go grab one of these. Cheers.